Get ready, Days of Our Lives fans, because the week of April 28th is shaping up to be an emotional roller coaster filled with heartbreak, betrayal, and shocking choices. From Bo Brady's fight for survival to Tate Black's explosive showdown with Johnny DiMera, and Shawn Brady's desperate plunge into crime, Salem is about to be rocked like never before. Let's dive deep into what's coming, and what it all could mean for your favorite characters. At the very heart of next week's explosive drama lies a tragedy that no one in Salem, and no viewer at home, ever wanted to see unfold. Bo Brady is dying. After years lost to captivity, years stolen by forces beyond his control, Bo finally made it back to the people who love him. His return was supposed to be a fresh start, a second chance at the life that was so cruelly interrupted. But fate, it seems, has other plans. Bo's condition is deteriorating faster than anyone could have predicted. His once indomitable spirit is now trapped in a body that's failing him, and conventional medicine has no answers left to give. Hope dwindles, until a spark appears. Kayla Johnson, Bo's fiercely loyal sister, refuses to sit back and watch him slip away. When she hears whispers of an experimental miracle drug, her heart latches onto it. This could be Bo's last and only chance. But hope quickly gives way to frustration. The doctor in possession of the drug refuses to release it. Bound by red tape, regulations, and fear of the consequences, he tells Kayla that his hands are tied. Rules, protocols, ethics, all perfectly logical, unless you're watching someone you love die right in front of you. And so, a terrible choice emerges. If the system won't move fast enough to save Bo's life, someone else will have to. That's when Shawn Brady, Bo's son, decides it's time to stop playing by the rules, and start fighting for his father's life in a way he never has before. Shawn Brady has always been the good son, the righteous cop, the man who lived by the law and believed in justice above all else. But sometimes, life, and love, demands a different kind of loyalty. This week, viewers will watch as grief, fear, and desperation collide inside Shawn, pushing him toward a decision that will change his life forever. When it becomes clear that pleading with the doctor is useless, that the miracle drug will remain locked away behind bureaucracy while Bo fades, Shawn makes an impossible choice. He turns to Steve Johnson, his father's oldest friend, and proposes something reckless, dangerous, and absolutely illegal. They're going to steal the drug. That's right, a cop, planning a heist. And not just any heist, one that could cost him his badge, his freedom, and everything he's built if they get caught. But in Shawn's eyes, the calculation is simple. Saving his father's life is worth any price. If the system won't save Bo, then Shawn will. Consequences can be dealt with later, if there's even a later to face. Still, this choice doesn't come without stakes. Even if the plan succeeds and the drug reaches Bo, what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if Bo dies anyway, and Shawn is left with nothing but a ruined career and a heart full of guilt? This isn't just about risking prison. It's about risking who he is at his very core. Because once Shawn crosses this line, once he breaks the law he's sworn to uphold, there's no walking it back. No undoing it, no pretending it didn't happen. He will be a different man. Forever. And as viewers, we're left to ask the chilling question, in saving his father, could Shawn lose himself? While heartbreak and desperation unfold elsewhere in Salem, another explosive confrontation is brewing on the emotional front lines, and it's about to get physical. Tate Black has officially reached his breaking point. After standing by and watching Johnny DiMera emotionally wreck Chanel Dupree over their adoption plans, Tate's patience, and his temper, finally snap. Johnny's hesitation about adopting with Chanel was more than just cold feet. It was a gut punch, a betrayal at the very moment Chanel was ready to build a future. His uncertainty left Chanel devastated, sobbing, and questioning everything she thought they stood for. And for Tate, that was one heartbreak too many. Tate has always been fiercely protective of those he cares about. But this time, words aren't enough. No lectures, no warnings, only action. Fueled by loyalty and anger, Tate takes a swing at Johnny, landing a brutal punch right across his face. This isn't just a heated argument. This is an eruption. Johnny may have been blindsided by Chanel's pain, but now he's literally blindsided by Tate's fury. The fallout is immediate and messy. Tensions between Tate and Johnny will skyrocket. Friendships that once seemed strong could shatter beyond repair. And the gossip wheels in Salem? They're about to spin out of control. Because when fists fly in Salem, the consequences echo far beyond just two bruised egos. Reputations will be damaged, loyalties will be tested, and some relationships may not survive the aftermath. But for Johnny DiMera, a black eye may soon be the least of his problems. Because lurking beneath the surface is something far darker and far more dangerous. This week, Days of Our Lives hints at a chilling scene, a flashback, or perhaps a twisted fantasy, where Johnny is seen holding a gun, aimed directly at his father, E.J. DiMera. It's a shocking image, Johnny. A weapon, his own father in his sights. But the burning question remains, is it real? Is this a memory Johnny is desperately trying to suppress? A dark fantasy born of anger and betrayal? Or a false vision imagined by someone else, someone trying to piece together what really happened the night tensions exploded in the DiMera mansion? Given the show's love for layered mysteries and slow-burn revelations, it's unlikely that Johnny has already pulled the trigger. If he had, the fallout would be front and center by now. Still, the implication is enough to set Salem on edge. Because even the idea that Johnny could fantasize about killing EJ says something chilling about where his head is, and how deep the rage within him runs. And Johnny's behavior isn't going unnoticed. Susan Banks, known for her eccentricity but also her unnerving intuition, picks up on Johnny's dark energy almost immediately. Susan has a knack for sensing trouble before it becomes visible to anyone else, and this time, her instincts are screaming, Johnny is hiding something dangerous. Something big, something he may not be able to bury forever. Could Johnny's anger toward EJ drive him to the point of no return? Is there a secret confrontation we haven't fully seen yet? And could Salem be on the brink of another family tragedy, this time, with the DiMeras at the center once again? Questions are swirling, tensions are mounting, and whatever Johnny is hiding, it's only a matter of time before the truth explodes into the open. As all these storylines build, a deeper tension begins to take root, one that's almost impossible to ignore. In the background of the chaos, Alex Kuriakis stumbles upon something that sends a chill down his spine. A story written by Stephanie Johnson about a stormy night. A tale that may not be as fictional as it first appears. The words she penned, the emotions captured on the page, seem eerily connected to the real-life darkness creeping across Salem. Because the truth is, this isn't just a storm on paper. It's a warning, a premonition, a sign of the real tempests brewing all around them. As the days pass, the atmosphere thickens with a sense of foreboding. Conversations become sharper. Tensions rise, emotions teeter on the edge. The people of Salem are hurtling toward consequences, some that have been years in the making, and others born in moments of pure, desperate impulse. And by the end of the week, several beloved Salemites will realize, there's no outrunning a storm you helped create. This isn't just another dramatic stretch on Days of Our Lives. This is a week of reckoning. A week where choices, made in fear, in anger, in love, will define futures. Will Brady survive long enough for Shawn's dangerous gamble to matter? Or will this desperate, reckless act come just a moment too late? Will Johnny DiMera lose more than just Chanel's love? Will he lose his family's trust, his reputation, maybe even himself, as secrets about that fateful night come closer to the surface? Will Shawn's decision to break the law cost him not just his badge, but everything he once stood for, including the respect of those who love him most? And what exactly is Johnny hiding? What darkness is lurking beneath his guilt, his anger, his silence about that night with EJ? When the truth finally comes out, will Salem ever look at Johnny the same way again? Lines will be crossed. Promises will be broken. And the people of Salem will discover just how easily trust can turn into betrayal. Because once the storm hits, no one walks away untouched. No one escapes unscarred. We want to hear from you. Is Beau's fate already sealed? Was Tate right to stand up for Chanel, even if it meant throwing a punch? And is Shawn still a hero, or a man who's about to lose everything in the name of love? Drop your predictions and theories in the comments. Let's talk about what you think is about to explode next. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because on days of our lives, every heartbeat, every lie, and every gunshot could change the future in a single second. Stay tuned, the biggest shocks are just around the corner.